Howdy cowboys! Oh man, I'm ashamed of myself. This is the Olight i3E copper torch flashlight. Here in Europe we call these torches. I think over in the States you call them flashlights. Regardless, it's a thing for lighting the darkness. Now this is copper, as I said at the beginning, and I've had this for over a year now, and it's gone really, it's got a lot of patina now. It's dark, it's really dark. I mean, you'd struggle to spot it was copper. I suppose it's got a little bit of copper original there, colour. Actually, let's unscrew it and see if there's any original colour. Oh yeah, when you get it originally, it's really bright copper, and you can see the difference there in the bit that's oxidised and the bit that hasn't. Anyway, that's by the by. That's part of the reason why I bought copper, because it just has a unique finish to it once it's lived with you for a little while. Let's have a little discussion about the spec, shall we? So it comes as raw uncoated copper, so it tarnishes nicely. It has a maximum brightness, the copper version, of 120 lumens, and it throws that beam for 48 meters. With an alkaline battery that can run for 45 minutes, and with a rechargeable 70 minutes, and it weighs 21 grams. When you buy it in the pack, you get the torch and a AAA battery, and that's the battery that it takes, is a AAA battery. It's a very simple design. You just unscrew it and there's the battery. That's all it takes. There's nothing in there, just a little, you see in the end of the barrel there's a spring. Push the battery in. At this end there's I don't know what the hell all that is, to be honest. I mean, is that all the electronics for the torch? It's incredible. Anyway, screw it back on, and if you keep screwing it in, the torch comes on. And it really is remarkable, a remarkable torch for such a little thing, for such a, just a small battery. It's all the torch you need, really, in a tiny little tube. Speaking of tiny, let's measure it, shall we? It measures from one end to the other 5.7 centimetres, and the diameter is 1.4 centimetres. So tiny, absolutely tiny. Look at that. I mean, in my hand, you know, you barely even notice it was there. I carry it in my pocket, and I just pull it out with my little bit of leather that I tied on the end. I hold it on my finger like that because it's so small I could easily lose it, and shine the way. It's awesome. And you know, just a little turn of the end to light it on off. Torches these days, flashlights these days, have modes, complicated, but push buttons, tail cap buttons, all sorts going on. This is an old-fashioned, although very high-tech, little torch. It's just on or off, and for that I love it. Easily my favourite torch, and I would highly recommend you get one if you can come across one. I'm not sure if they're easily available now. You can get them in different colours. You can get aluminium, black, red, all sorts, and those are 90 lumens, so not quite as bright, and they lack a little bit of the charm of the copper. However, still a fantastic little torch. This is the one to get though, the Olight i3E-Cu. Cu is the chemical symbol for copper. That's the end of this little video. Subscribe for more, and you won't be disappointed. You know, if there's not many of you who subscribe, I'll come round. I'll come round and cook you some dinner. You know, I like to offer as much of a good service as possible. If there's lots of you, I won't be able to do that anymore. But do subscribe, because you know you can keep up with all these fantastic little videos. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.